Hey everyone, it's Tiana here. Check it out. Have you seen this latest news report?
Black students are more likely to face discipline in South Bend Community Schools than other students.
Yep, sure have. I've been reporting on that for a very long time, and so have other folks too in the community. For example, the NAACP.
The school board recently announced it's establishing a committee to identify what's causing the disproportionality.
It's really not that difficult to figure out what's causing the disproportionality. I mean, look around. We live in America.
The Tribune editorial board points out this problem is hardly a new one.
Yep, you got that right. It's been a problem since about 1980, when the United States government stated that it was a problem in their consent decree.
Tribune article from 2014 reported on black students receiving 62% of all incidents of out-of-school suspensions.
And that figure, 62%, has been consistent for at least 10 years. Every year it's 65, 62, 60-something% of their suspensions are always given to black children, and black children only make up about a third of the district.
Earlier that year, a report on a discipline policy of issuing tickets, noting 74% were given to African American students, though they represent just 1/3 of enrollment.
Yep. Did you hear about that years ago when South Bend schools used to issue tickets to children? Municipal tickets, and that practice impacted black children disproportionately, where 75% of tickets went to black kids. It was out of control.
The editorial board says this seems to come up with regularity with not much in the way of progress. In 2021, the U.S. Department of Justice warned administrators about inconsistent disciplinary practices across the district.
And by golly, that warning came after they were told to take action because they consulted with Liasia Consulting in 2020, and Liasia Consulting gave them a list of about 5 or 6 recommendations that they should really consider, and they took no action on that recommendation list.
In 2022, school board members discussed it, saying it was indicative of the work still needed to address disproportionate suspensions and expulsions. The editorial board asks, has any of that work been done?
No work has been done. Thus, for the continuation of the 65% on average suspension rate for black children in South Bend schools. Thus, for all the complaining from Jack's Aspire Foundation and NAACP and pop-up black parents that keep coming up saying they're mistreated. No freaking action has been done. They haven't even implemented effective code of conduct training with their staff. And that's just one piece of the puzzle.
During a meeting January 26, the board's attorney explained the new committee's methodology and purpose, saying it's meant to address a problem within South Bend schools that's been around for several years.
The committee is a waste of time and resources. The data is loud and clear. The only thing that they need to be focused on is ensuring that the people in power that make those decisions about them suspensions don't hold any biases that may impact their decision making. That's the only thing they need to be worried about. Once you know that people that are in power don't hold biases that'll impact their decisions, you can actually make decisions about suspensions that are more equitable, decisions about school culture that are more equitable, and decisions about student achievement that are more equitable. But the first thing you got to do is ensure that you have the right people with the right mindsets.
An editorial board hopes this board is successful in finally making real progress toward eliminating it.
Who the fuck is the editorial board? Don't nobody give a shit about what you hope for. The community hopes that they get the shit right because the community is impacted by their poor ass decisions. The city and the school system have the most power, and they keep messing up. Thus, for all of the toxicity in South Bend, Indiana. Who gives a shit about what the editorial hopes for?